What's up, everybody? Hope you're having a great week so far, getting ready to head into Friday and the weekend. Just wanted to stop in real quick and give another installment of the Daily Chase. And the Daily Chase is for today is entitled "To Live, You Must Find an Altar and Die." To live, you must find an altar and die. No controversy in history of man rages hotter than the heated controversy over the blood of Christ. The blood has always offended those with sins to hide and a rebellious will to protect. But few dreamed it would become a point of offense among so many in the churches of America and Europe. The problem is that the blood not only saves the repentant, but it offends and condemns the defiant. It will never be popular among lovers of religion and the popularizers of divinity through higher human expression and social evolution. Many churches and respected theologians from the best seminaries decided the blood was out and the greasy grace, easy sleazy social gospel was in the late 1800s. The message of the blood simply offended the sensibilities of too many civilized congregation members. The accepted solution has to exchange the uncouth message of the blood for more palatable messages focusing on the more positive aspects of Jesus' teachings. The cross as a symbol of goodness was acceptable for display in church sanctuaries, lecterns, and church signs on the lawn as long as no one brought up the bloody details of the Lord's passion on Calvary. No, we should be frightened of a Christless, crossless, bloodless church. That would be the perfect church for Satan, but it would do nothing for anyone descended from Adam. Whether it is considered politically correct, socially acceptable, or ministerial suicide, there must be an altar of death and a bloody sacrifice of flesh if we want salvation and power. Most of us don't want to die, but death is required for those who would live. The bloodied lamb left no room for debate or social or self-justification. In Matthew chapter 10, verses 38 and 39, it says, "And he who does not take his cross and follow after me is not worthy of me. He who finds his life will lose it, and he who loses his life for my sake will find it." It seems we have become a little afraid of getting too bloody. Church leaders have said among themselves, if we can handle this salvation thing without blood, if we can make it as painless as possible, we would be so much more popular. Sorry, but there is no way to get around the blood. Truth, like freedom, is never won conclusively. It must be fought for by succeeding generations. There will be no victory without the battle. The way of the cross is a bloody way. We should remember that it was a gory way before it became a glory way. A gory way before it became a glory way. No, dear friend, if you would live, then you must find an altar and die. A cross awaits you on the other side. The offense of the blood can be traced to the time after the fall of Adam in the Garden of Eden, when God himself shed the first blood to cover the sin of Adam and Eve. He killed an innocent animal to provide a covering or atonement for Adam and Eve. The blood of the innocent for the guilty was required. From that day to this, man has had a built-in theology that without the shedding of blood, there is no remission of sin. God revealed a new and unspeakable secret about the blood when he engineered the exodus of the children of Israel from Egyptian bondage. He disclosed a new property of the blood of the innocent in the last plague he used to break the will of Pharaoh and punish Egypt for her mistreatment of Joseph's family. The secret is the basis for the Jewish observance of Passover and the foundation of our salvation in Christ. In Exodus chapter 12, verses 1 through 22, it says, "The plagues that rocked Egypt had failed to shake Pharaoh's stubborn determination to hold the Hebrews in perpetual bondage. That brought Egypt to the final and worst plague of all. The time for the divine exodus was near. The justice would wait no longer. The Lord spoke to Moses and commanded every Israelite household in Goshen, the despised territory of shepherds inhabited by the Israelites, to slay a lamb without blemish and to apply its blood with a bunch of hyssop to the doorposts and lintels of their homes. Their orders were simple. Stay in the house and stay under the blood. Hope that encourages everybody. I know that one way that that we actually talk about on Wednesday evenings about kingdom culture is that is the true gospel message of the kingdom is what set people free and literally brought salvation and brought freedom, complete freedom and an absence of bondage. Is actually the point of all of it was that God has been about one thing through Genesis 1 to the very end of the book of Revelation that he wrote. It's about his kingdom and his glory. And Jesus came not just to basically give us fire insurance or to give us a chance to skip out on hell, but most importantly, he came to bring heaven to earth, not to get us from earth to heaven. So we are called as the church to be the conduits, the ones that are being like driven through and flowing with the salvation message of a king of kings and Lord of lords came down and took the price and paid the price that he never had to and gave us the thing that we would never deserve, which is the freedom from the bondage of our sin and the consequences of that. But we have to get off of our thrones and let him rightfully claim the throne of our hearts and our lives. And we have to lay down our crowns in order to give him the authority over our lives each and every single day. That's why he is called the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. He came to deliver the world of the sin. What is the sin? Not sins of the world, but it said he came to deliver the world of the sin. The sin of the world is pride, the desire to raise ourselves above everything else and to accomplish and achieve our desires and our wills to let thy will be done. Or to better yet, sorry, I messed that up, to let my will be done instead of thy will. And so today and tomorrow you can have a chance to say, Lord, I bow to you and I submit my authority and my crown of my kingdom, of my world, of my life to you, who rightfully paid the price and set me free and gave me a chance to live in total freedom, because that's what you came to earth to do, is give me a chance to lay down all the attempts to do what I want to do and step in freedom and step into a kingdom that is completely laid out and actually leads to joy, peace, and happiness. Are you tired of striving for your kingdom? Well, today you can give it up and you can lay it down and you can have his kingdom. It's your choice. You are the king of your world until you decide that you're tired of carrying that burden and you're willing to lay it down for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Hope you're encouraged and hope you're chasing after him. Until next time.